care burden is with the mother mostly. So from a health perspective, if you have a child who's autistic, if you have a child with cerebral palsy, the child is there forever. And the care burden is with the mother, mostly with the mother. If you have elderly parents, then you have to look after the parents. So that's where I feel there are various issues. Another area is in the postnatal period, and not having enough support in that postnatal period when you've given birth to about 4 to 6 months, where a woman might be alone without family here. They might not have enough support. And at the same time, it could be a difficult child, who might not be feeding properly, who might not be sleeping properly. So these are the areas that I see in terms of it. Then the healthcare system. So when we look at the system, we may look at systemic issues of cultural issues, racism issues within the health system. But this comes down to education of the clinicians, the service providers, as well as the communities themselves. The Indigenous communities have been quite vocal about racism for them in the health system. And even certain migrant groups, who are visibly different, say that they also feel this difference when it comes to health providers and how they act with them.
Well, thank you for sharing your stories and a bit more research to back that up, and congrats on the travel you have done across post-conflict. Not congrats, but very strong person you are. And thank you for your time today. Thanks a lot.
No, thank you for inviting me. I didn't realize that it would be like this. I just thought I'm doing a podcast without being photographed in some ways. It was not a video podcast, but maybe an audio podcast. Because I've done the audio podcast before. So I was just pleasantly surprised. I hope it'll be okay.
It'll be fine. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.